Double Take Sports Talk, 5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers. Coming up on the show, we are going to discuss Week 6 analysis and predictions for each game, Sunday game. We'll have all that for you coming right up next. All right. This is it. Double Take Sports Talk, 5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daryl. Right next to me. Say hello to Daryl. Watch everybody.
Yep, we're here today. Welcome to the show.
To the show. Got the moon out.
It is out again.
Got it all out in the open.
Yeah,
It's going to be
it's feeling nice out here.
feeling real nice.
Feeling nice out here. I have no idea what the temperature is. I didn't get to look.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, I don't have my watch on me, so I don't know what it is.
Okay. On the docket today, Darren, we got week 6.
Yep.
Week 6.
Doggone it.
So, before we get into the nitty gritty of getting into all that of week 6,
Mhm.
there has been an announcement that I'm going to share right here, right now. For week 8, there has been a schedule change
Already.
already.
I haven't seen a flex since, I think it was 2006, 2007, maybe?
Something like that, yeah. It's something like that. So, here's the deal. This is a week 8 schedule change. The Packers and the Falcons moved to 4:25 on Fox, which they was originally a 1 o'clock game, I believe. And Cardinals and Panthers moved to a 1 o'clock game on Fox.
I guess that was based off of their performance and records to the reason why they changed that.
It had to be.
Could be nothing
It had
else.
to be.
Or not unless if
Everything-
it was a last minute conflict.
Right. Everything stayed the same except those 2 games. So, Arizona, Carolina moved to 1 o'clock. Green Bay and Atlanta upgraded to 4:25. So, yeah. That is the week 8 schedule change. I'll probably announce it back here when we get ready to do week 7
And week 8.
and week 8. Just so everybody will know. So, just keep that in mind. If y'all have special details, by all means, take this one
For
seriously.
those NFL fans that are attending the game mainly, because
Right.
it would be for y'all
Right.
to come at your prospective times. Gates don't open until later or earlier for the prospective games that he just announced.
All right. What we're looking for week 6? Want to go ahead and start the 5 minutes, or should I go ahead and explain? Then we'll go ahead and do this. What to look for week 6?
Look for week 6 first, and
All
then
right,
we'll
here
go ahead and start.
Real quick. All right. Whole ordeal about the climbing back to the playoffs thing. Of course, this is always a situation where never give up comes in. So, since the 12-team playoff format was instituted in 1990, 17 teams have rebounded from being at least 3 games under 500 after the season's first 5 weeks or later to qualify for the postseason. That included 7 1-4 teams that won their division. So, I'm just going to bring up just last year. 2 teams did it last year. Of course, you remember one Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs rebounded from a 1-5 start to win streaking 10 in a row and finished that season 11-5 and advanced to the divisionals. And then the Houston Texans did it to a 2-5 record after 7 games to win the AFC South with an even 8-8 to win that division and lost in the wild card.
Wasn't that 2 Kansas City?
Yes, a blowout at that. Even the shot.
30-0.
All right. There's something else here. Steve Smith Sr. has 27 catches this season, bringing his career to a total of 988 catches. With 12 catches on Sunday against the Giants, he would become the 14th player in NFL history to record 1,000 career receptions. So, I don't know what the odds of him in playing because he has an ankle injury. I haven't checked it out, but that's going to be interesting if he do play.
Oh, yeah. Very interesting.
Ben Roethlisberger leads the NFL with 15 passing touchdowns this season, followed by Atlanta's Matt Ryan with 12, Oakland's Derek Carr with 11, and then San Diego's Phillip Rivers with 11. If Matt Ryan, Derek Carr, and Phillip Rivers each reach 15 touchdown passes this week, it will be the second time in the NFL history 4 different quarterbacks have thrown for at least 15 touchdowns in the first 6 weeks of a season.
Good information to know. That can help with fantasy, too.
Yes. Magnificent Marcus. Tennessee Titans quarterback Marcus Mariota accounted for 4 touchdowns last week, 3 passing, 1 rushing. This marked the 4th time in his career that he had 4 touchdowns in a single game, making him the second quarterback to have 4 touchdown games in the first 17 games of his career. Only Johnny Collery in 1948 and 49 to do that.
Didn't we have a conversation about him? Didn't we have a debate about him, or was it somebody else?
No, that was who was it?
Oh, Zach Mettenberger.
Zach
Never mind. Okay.
With another 4 touchdown performance on Sunday against Cleveland, Mariota will become the first quarterback to have 5 touchdown games in his first 18 games in NFL history. That is just a little something to look forward to for week 6. All right, Dan, you ready to get this one knocked out?
All right, let's start this.
All right, here we go.
These are our predictions for the week. Me and Dura both have already started 0-1 to start out the week. Hopefully, with these predictions that we have, hopefully we will get better. I believe that me and Dura are going to have a lot of differences in
we're
this
going
week.
to have a lot of disagreements.
Hey, you ready for it?
That's right.
All right, let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, our 5 minutes starts now. All right, first game on the docket, we have the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. Dura, who do you have in this game?
After looking at this, after the Bills, they got rid of their offensive coordinator, they've been on a roll. San Francisco, I don't see Colin Kaepernick doing anything. I got Buffalo Bills.
Woo, you got the right one for the first time. Yeah, I got Buffalo in this game too. I got Buffalo because they just can outdo San Francisco,
and they rank out the top 20 in each of their rankings.
And I just think that, like we discussed before, I just think that Colin Kaepernick is not football focused. He's too busy protesting. So I don't think that he's focused to play in the week.
And he's rusty. He needs to get his timing back.
Right. He's not going to be good and ready for week 6. So I got Buffalo in this game also.
Good babies.
All right. We had the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
Washington got lucky last week. I'm not going with them this time. I got the Eagles.
Me too. I'm going with the Eagles. I cannot see Washington continuing the streak of what they're doing now. Who they played last week?
They played Baltimore.
Yeah, see, they just got lucky against Baltimore. I just cannot see them going beyond yonder to winning the game. All right, the next game we have the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
Cleveland's going winless again. I got the Tennessee Titans.
So do I. Got Tennessee Titans in this game.
So far, we agreeing on everything.
We good.
We gonna be disagreeing.
I had a feeling that we were just going to disagree on everything.
Yeah.
But no, I got Tennessee too.
Yeah, right.
Because I still believe now. Do you still believe that Tennessee going to win the AFC South?
Oh, no. No.
You still got Houston? Houston has no more defense now.
No, they don't. I don't know. Look like the Colts are getting better too.
No.
So
I still got Tennessee.
I don't know.
I still got Tennessee. Tennessee looking good to me.
I'm still sticking with Houston, but I don't know. This don't look good for Houston.
It don't look good for Houston. It don't look good for the Colts. And it definitely do not look good for Jacksonville. I still have Tennessee as winning the AFC South.
Okay.
All right, our next game we have Baltimore Ravens. Is that right? Yeah. We have the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Daryl, who do you have in this game? The G-Men and the Ravens. Who do you have?
Still love my G-Men, but I'm going with the Ravens.
Did you copy off my sheet?
No, I actually studied, man. I studied.
Yeah, I got Baltimore too.
I studied.
I got Baltimore in this game.
And you know we weren't nowhere near each other today.
Yeah. And no.
Harlem.
Yeah. We wasn't. Yeah, you're right. We weren't nowhere near each other. I just thought I'd throw that in this joke.
Of course.
All right, next game we have the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Who do you have in this game? Cam Newton is cleared to play
yes, he is.
tomorrow. Who do you have in this game?
I had to do some gut checking on this one. I checked the.
I gut checked myself 3 different times on this one.
So, my final decision. I don't know how this is going to look, but I got New Orleans in this game.
Me too. I got New Orleans in this game. I just don't see Carolina coming out to be on top.
Me neither.
I just don't see it.
Me neither.
I just cannot see it. Can't see it. All right, next game we have the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
I'm sorry, this is a piece of cake. I got the Chicago Bears in this game.
Now that's our first disagreement. I am going with the Jacksonville Jaguars in this game. After that blow lead to the Colts last week, I'm not going with the Bears. I'm going with Jacksonville. I think
Jacksonville ranks 32nd in almost every single department in what they have.
So do Oakland. They rank 32nd in defense, but they still sitting out here clowning with a 4-1 record.
Yeah,
Give me a break.
That's Oakland. That is Oakland. They're better than Jacksonville. They're better than Jacksonville.
I'm still going with Jack. I don't trust the Bears. The Bears, they just want to do whatever they want to do. I got Jacksonville this week.
That's all
All right, next game we had the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
I had Los Angeles last week. I'm not going against them this time. I got the Lions.
Me too. I got the Lions. I see the Lions doing more. The Rams, they're starting to struggle again.
Yeah.
They might continue this streak because Detroit's a little bit more of a stronger team. It's been debated, and I agree that
Right.
Matt Stafford it has gotten better since Megatron has left because he relied on him too much. So now he's learning to distribute the ball evenly.
Yeah.
So it's making him a better quarterback. So I definitely got Detroit in this game. All right, next game we have. Wow, it's like 5 minutes already. All right, next game we have the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. This should be an easy one.
Yeah, this is an easy one.
Who you have in this game, Daryl?
I got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, bingo. Rhino got the Steel City.
Steel City.
All right, next game. Bengals, Patriots. Who do you have in this game?
I got the Patriots.
Yeah, I got the Patriots in this game, too. I don't like picking the Patriots, but the Patriots are going to win this game without a doubt. They're not going to win by a blowout, but they're going to win.
They're going to win.
They're going to
They're
win.
going to win.
Next game, Chiefs, Raiders, AFC West rival. Who do you have in this game?
I had to do a gut check on this one, too. I love Kansas City. They got the ability to win games, but I don't see them winning this one. I got the Raiders.
Me either. I don't care if they are ranked 32nd in the NFL. I got Oakland in this game, too. I got Oakland in this game, too. Like, I don't care if they are ranked 32nd in defense. They still winning games.
They're still winning games.
So, to me, that shows the ability to play smart
like how the
football.
Colts play.
Right, under Jack Del Rio. Yeah. All right, next game, the Falcons, Seahawks, NFC South rivals. This is interesting.
Seattle's West, right?
Oh, South, NFC South, NFC. I call this a rival game anyway. I'm thinking this was a West rival game. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
Atlanta's smoking hot. I don't know. Seattle has not given up a lot of points a game. I got the Seahawks in this game.
Boy, that's one of our disagreements right there. Although they have not given up a bunch of points in their games,
they have not scored a lot of points either.
Exactly, and that's what I had to look at. I looked at them not being able to score. I look at Atlanta. Yeah, I look at Atlanta with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones and their hot fire offense. I cannot see Oakland.
We'll see how Seattle contains Julio Jones this game. We'll see.
I can't see. Seattle just kind of a little bit on a struggle bus.
Yes,
they just neutral. They just neutral.
But Atlanta's the same way. Their defense is just as poor.
Well, they just had bad luck against who was it? Who they lose to?
They ain't lose to anybody.
They lost to somebody. Who did they lose to?
No, they won to Denver.
Oh, see, and that makes it even better. That's the better defense. Better defensive team. Yeah, I got Atlanta.
Even though they gave us 16 points, yeah, I mean, that's good, but I just still, the way that they just been giving up points on defense, I just cannot see it versus Seattle's defense.
But they've been contributing to when it needed most.
Absolutely, and you're absolutely right. But Seattle, even though they're on the struggle boat, they've only lost one game, same as Atlanta. But I just think that Seattle will pull it off.
This is going to be an interesting game.
It is.
It's going to be an interesting game. We shall see. All right. This is another interesting game.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Packers. Who do you have in this game? I didn't do a double check at all or gut check.
I had to do extra studies.
I think I pretty much have an idea who's gonna win this game.
I think I do too, but I don't know. I think we're gonna disagree with this one. But I love Dallas. They are looking very strong right now, but I don't see them pulling this one off. I got Green Bay.
I'm sorry. I have to go with Dallas. Aaron Rodgers has thrown more interceptions than Dakota Prescott.
He has. But the issue is who are you going to overcome at the end of the game? Aaron Rodgers may throw picks, but at the same time, Dakota Prescott is not putting enough attempts out there to actually win them the game. Ezekiel Elliott is doing good on the ground,
which is allowing them to open up their pass attack.
And it's opening up their pass attack, but Green Bay's too smart for that. You see how they do versus teams versus play action.
And remember the 2014 playoffs, Seattle versus Green Bay, one of the smartest defenses going up against each other. Mm-hmm. Remember that Russell Wilson in that final overtime game, that very last possession when Seattle scored that touchdown, Green Bay should have known better than to not cover low. They should have been covering deep. They knew better. And because of that, Russell Wilson was able to exploit Green Bay's defense and throw it deep to Jermaine Kearse for the game-winning touchdown. I think it was Jermaine Kearse for the game-winning touchdown. Yeah. Green Bay may be smart, but they can get loose. And I believe in this game with Dallas, they are going to get loose. I'm going with Dallas. And lastly but not least, Sunday Night Football. Thank God it's not at Lucas Oil Stadium. We have the Colts, Texans. Who do you have in this game?
I looked at my studies on this one, and
I don't know what studies you have. They have no defense.
Houston don't have no defense.
That's just my whole point. They have no defense.
I got the Colts in this game.
Bingo. Although the Colts let me down last week, I'm going to have to stick with them again. I got the Colts in this game also.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how Brock Osweiler do against the Colts defense. Colts defense is bound to give up a lot of yards on the ground.
On the ground and on the throw attack, yeah.
So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, they have thrown, they have a total of 359 yards a game. They have given up 411 total yards a game, 301 throwing yards a game, 110 passing yards a game. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to work out. It's going to be very interesting how that worked out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, them are our predictions for the games, for our little game, and for the Sunday games. That's our 5 minutes. Thank you for listening to the show.
All right, you can check us out on the social media side and listen to more of our podcasts. You can follow us on Twitter at DTST2414. Like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. Subscribe on YouTube and also subscribe to our podcast on the podcast app featuring iTunes. We got the Ball Feature Critical Thinking and Analysis, so you can check that out at doubleTakeSportsTalk.blogspot.com.
The Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Indians. This is I think they said this was the first time in some decades or something like that.
1920 something.
Yeah, that two professional sports teams have faced off from their respective cities in a championship game. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the Toronto Raptors in the NBA of 2016, I believe it was, and then this year or later on in the year, Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Indians. And LeBron James did show up for Game 2, which Cleveland did win. Game 2, and the Cubs and the Dodgers. Have they played? I don't think they played yet.
No, they're tied 3-3. Cubs about to blow this game.
Are they ready to blow the game?
Yes, they are. They was up 3-0, and now they just tied the game. This is what I'm talking about right here. The collapse, part 2. So I'm hoping that they get this together.
Yep. Even though it's a different team from 2008 when the Dodgers played.
But it happens, man. But see, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what happens.
Oh yeah, it happens. So that's the baseball update. That's all I have, Pippin.
Yeah. All right. So do I. All right. That's a wrap for Double Take Sports Talk. 5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Durham. On the right side of me, Derek.
You didn't forget to turn that in, did you? Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Yep. I'm here.
All right.
Thank you for listening.
Catch up with us on another one. Until then,
ciao.